sailed across the sea to search a distant land. A new frontier before him to provide an upper hand. Mysterious agendas lay behind a graceful guise. A son was born, begotten, shorn, betrayed to noble lies. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father wrote will never fill my sails. The sailors on the salty sea, my brothers I will lead. Our cannons fast they burn and blast, our blood is of the creed. Our father lost to hunger, the temptation of control. No sentiment you represent can tame a savage soul. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails. Musket guns and silver slivers, justice runs in crimson rivers. Words of ancient truth will follow, lead these veins into tomorrow. I take to the water to glide upon the gales. The winds that my father rode will never fill my sails. The sails on the salty sea, the world is our lead. Our cannons fast they burn and blast, our blood is of the creed. Our father lost to hunger, that temptation of control. No sentiment to represent can tame a savage soul. Smoke over the city soul pollutes our sons and daughters. Ooh. You can fall asleep on sheets of gold and wake up as a pauper. We all get old, we all slow down as the world.
Welcome, exiles. Today we continue our little experiment with bitmaps. I don't know if I kinda explained what is going on with those bitmaps and why are we doing that, besides just like taking a look at the profit. I decided not to run 100 with specific juice, but actually run 24 or 25 maps with a different juice. So we juiced them up. I call this like first run was middle juice because we didn't overkill it. It was decent amount of juice, but it's fairly cheap what we did. Whereas we're gonna do just the... Wait, are we online? This is not looking great. Let me see. Yeah, the stream is fine. If somebody is watching, just like write something. For a second there, it said we are offline, but we're running, I guess. So yeah, the idea is, let me pull out the Google Sheet awesomeness that I did just a bit before stream, because I didn't want to start the stream because I was waiting for pizza to arrive, so I decided to kind of finish this stuff off stream, so that way I don't have to stop the stream to go to eat. So I done a few things off stream. So we have all the prices here. We have for like buying stuff, how much is in bulk, how much is per item, all the investment that we did. I'm gonna move this, I guess. If I keep dragging it around. The profit was around, well, I would say it's not a profit, but that's how much we made, is 952 chaos. But once we kind of deduct the cost of maps and juice, it's 713. Welcome, Radhapnan. And the most of it was seeds, 306. Actually, I checked before I emptied the tabs, it was less because I think the price for seed went down. But when we finished running this, it was 306. The maps that we dropped, it was 274. So most of our profit, like 2/3 of the profit, are seeds and maps, and other things are 1/3 of the profit. And I kind of went and took some screenshots of excellent snacks. The interesting thing is that we dropped 99 of these Vivid Veta seed, which are pretty cheap to buy. They're like standard 0.5. We managed to drop just like 3. These are speed or crit seeds. I'm not like sure. I think it's yeah, it's speed seeds, and just 3 of them made up for a lot of profit there. So it's kind of interesting. For the maps, we favorited Iceberg, which is obviously gonna drop the most. It's 8, and that ended up being I think the price is a bit more than this, so it's probably a bit more than this. We sell them in bulk, so is for the beach. And we just dropped 3 beach maps, spider layers for some reason 4, kind of interesting there. And the most valuable items that we had are iceberg maps, 8 of them, and these 2 seeds for 99 of Vivid Veta seeds and 3 speed seeds. So, and we also had 2 divine orbs. One is from selling, one is for 6 link that didn't want to sell, so I just sold it to a vendor for divine. And we brought a bit of dropped a bit of simulacrum splinters and so on. So this is like the breakdown, and the idea with this is to kind of check is it even profitable to kind of add this juice? I think it is, because you're also getting more XP per hour if you have more monsters in the map. However, for this money you could have bought more maps and run more maps instead. So we're gonna see like what happens if we just Alk and go. No Alk, this is like a bit weird. Welcome over here for assist, cool. If I need some help, I'll ask. So far we have everything prepared, so it should be fine. We sold something, but we're kind of ready to run, so let's just sell what we sold. Ooh, this sold. This has been sitting for a while now. It's shield that I'm not sure like how much I paid, but it was sitting overpriced for a while. And I'm no longer using it. This was like I tried life block variant, which turned out to be trash. So yeah, and this build is also being a bit weird since we have a lot of like expensive gear, but it's not performing at all that good. So we'll see what we do with it, but it definitely needs some work, because I never kind of did the ES. Actually, I did one good ES Righteous Fire a few leagues ago, but most of my characters are life based because that's cheaper. So let's just pull the excellence next and see how much we have in the word. I'm just gonna relog so it picks up everything, and we're just gonna see like dump tab should be empty. And we should just have like beach maps. Yep, it picked up that pretty well. So beach maps are 120 Chaos, it's valuing them at 5. I paid 8, so this is like not gonna happen. In bulk, if you're buying in bulk, buying one at a time maybe, but even one at a time there are 6 chaos. So yeah, and we have 24 Alken go basically. We're just gonna pick up one row like this, so we don't have to worry about sextons. We're just gonna actually pull out the sextons, since we don't want that in interfering with our challenge, I guess. We're just gonna remove the juice there. Hopefully we level up before we do the Cyrus, because I don't want to waste XP. I'm gonna try Cyrus with this particular setup, which is pretty terrible, and see if I can kill him by skill, I guess, which I don't have, but it's a good practice if you're not if your build is not good at bossing, and if you manage to kill the boss, then you have skill, I guess. So just pop out the map. We had some scarab in there for some reason. We're just gonna dump that in here. I don't know if I need to do something else. I don't think so. And we're just gonna run it like this. I think I'm just gonna push syndicates and temples just to run them. And we should add some sounds, some poppiness from Herald explosions, so we hear something. I usually mute Pot of Exile because I keep it open all day long for the trades. So we'll see like how much monsters we have. Obviously it's gonna be less than with the juice that we had before, and nothing's gonna be reapy. So if we die in these maps, it's gonna be because I screwed up rolling them, but it shouldn't be. Oh, we need to run Vorici. I completely forgot about this. Field filter respiration. Nothing of that sounds interesting, dude. So we're just gonna, I know we kind of wasted the syndicate this time around, we're gonna finish it afterwards. Should be that, oh it's not that flag, it's Chimera. We want that to happen. Haku, intervention, intelligence, that's pretty good, but we're kind of removing him from the leader there, leader position. Rin and Janus become trusted. Let's see if we actually want Rin. I think we want Rin in intervention. No, we don't care about Rin, to be honest. So we're just gonna imprison her for intelligence. There we go. Unfortunate turn of events that they forgot to run the safe house, so we're just gonna run it afterwards.
Be careful. Exile?
Nope. So the idea with this test is just to see like, is it worth running maps without any juice or not? Like, should you juice them up or not? And we also have like, we'll run probably, I also want to see the 30 quant from Tempest. And also what we are not doing here, which is probably, you should be doing it, that is adding incubators. I think the game sounds might be a bit too loud. Let's see what we sell. Something that is... I don't have a clue where it is and what it is. It's some cluster jewel. Okay, medium cluster jewel in 29 price. Where is that? and we should pick up some scrolls to identify things. Worthless, this should also be pretty worthless. That's a low level wild drop, so we're just gonna sell those while we're at. I'm also fairly interested in are we gonna drop more seeds without like quantity? So the next like run, I wanna see like how many seeds we drop on no alk variant. Ring. It might be worth identifying since it's a fire tier base, but getting something good there would be hard. That might still be too much. Okay, we're done. I'm just like gonna run a few of them straight one after another because we won't have that many drops, but we can't run that yet because we need to run the and that was other map. It's not we need to run June, and for June we need to buy one. We have one needed fled, we don't need two, so we're just gonna buy one of them. Trail of Bridgestone, so fragments, Trail of Bridgestone, we're gonna pay cows. And we want this thing to stay on top, if we can help it. Boop. It's probably gonna be 100 kills, so let me see. Who did we go to? This guy, 100 kills. So let's drive 100 kills. This is gonna be, there we go. Play grab more. And we're gonna upgrade it. Probably gonna be worth 1x, 1 point something x, we'll see when we get it. And let's just go run the hideout. Here we have the thing. Richie not leveled up properly. What you gonna do? Messed up there. What? And we should level up just about now, I think. We do.
Just need a moment.
Temporary, gonna put it in here, I think. Spell damage, mana, intelligence. Should be kinda, or this should be, I mean, intelligence gives a bit of ES. Or just get percent ES. Percent ES, for now.
You have become tangled in our tapestry, exile. You're early. Loose threads must be set. Another
I need to interrogate Urichi, so we're gonna interrogate him. Janus, that's great. That's not good. We're gonna remove him. Crafting bench, this is for Bridgestone, Bip, Pure Chill up. Pure, yeah. 1.3, so we paid 100, we got 1.3. So 1.4 maybe. We give, and we're gonna add some white sockets to the gear. I just might throw that at honestly doesn't matter at this point. I might throw it in on a shield or maybe on the offhand so I can have something for leveling. I don't even care, I'm not even leveling the gems. I'm gonna try it on a shield. Okay, no. Two white sockets, that's like the highest that we can get with this level of Urichi. And we're gonna throw it on boots maybe. Why not? Not that one. There should be another bench. Wait, where's another bench? There's another bench. Got two sockets there. And we lost the auras. We're done here. We're just gonna get out of here. Unveil the items that we got. I'm not going to calculate the Bridgestone as profit because that would skew the results quite a bit, because it depends like when you run the thing. So 1.3. Guess we can do 1.4, but we're gonna wait. I guess I'm gonna do 1.3. Why not? Okay, I think we ready.
Let me tell you. See you soon.
Dump everything, and we go. That's gonna be pretty much what we do.
My time is drawing thin.
And I just wonder, since technically we could run for the amount of money currency that we have, I think we can probably run not double, but a few more maps. It's gonna be more profitable to just all can go or to invest.
Don't want to die.
How much is 40C? How much is Exalt at the moment? Let's see.
No man can truly outlast
145. So 145 divided by 40. Actually, what I'm doing. We said 0.3, so 0.3 times 100. Wait, that's tired? I don't think I'm that tired. 154. That's 46. I guess he's not giving us 6C, sure. So we pay 100 and we got with upgrade we got 50 plus 40, 90. See their profit. And if we had 2, if we had the Idiot Flight as a leader, you could have gotten double.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Hillock moves to transportation racking.
Don't make me stay here.
We want to move him probably, but I don't know even if I'm gonna end up doing that challenge. But we probably want to move him for the upgrading maps. So Hillock, he upgrades maps in intervention. But I don't know if I'm gonna get to that because the 312 has been announced, and I might wanna try out some league starter builds before I do like super juicy maps. But yes, we can try to move him in intervention. Why not? But at the moment he doesn't give us too much. We can just Hillock moves to right and moves to fortification. Like nothing of that is of interest to me. We can move him to transportation. Maybe it doesn't matter. Like it's not gonna give us anything if we do that.
Well, this sounds odd too.
But still. So 312 was kind of announced for. They're gonna announce it on 1st of September, and it's gonna be I think 18th when they release it. So it's gonna be. They say it's gonna be bigger league, like better league. I don't know, like more budgety league than this, because this one they didn't have enough time to kind of do it. So we'll see. And guys, what do you think the next league will be? We are getting better juice because we kept Hunter. Influence? Dude, resist Ellie. I usually pop these things too. Forgot to do that. Actually a decent amount of monsters for and just alt map. It might be with more pack size, maybe that's it, but it's definitely pretty good density. Yay, Richie.
Wars are not won on the battlefront, exile. The tapestry we weave is complex indeed.
That's about it. I didn't pick up the chisel there. Well, that's about it. $29. Thank you.
Welcome.
Let's not make a mistake. We have the all has been done, and we need to unveil a few things. I think I have most of it, most of the mods, so and overkill unveiling them, but sure.
Welcome.
Supernovas collapse in the blink of an eye. The man who would call on the deeds of the few.
Judging by the trailer.
That is kind of fine. Travel to all has been.
Just need a moment.
Probably worthless. Yes, these. We are not gonna put this map in here because we bought it, so we're gonna drop it in here. And we're gonna do the Cyrus and die probably.
Hello. Glad you made it back.
Because we have. It's really hard. Actually, we have almost ailment immunity. Might be fine for the last phase. Well, we'll see. Not that much ES. It's not as tanky as it should be. And we don't have enough damage to one-shot him, so we'll see.
How boring and small. You want the Atlas? Take it! It's yours. But Oriath? Oriath, I will burn to the ground. Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir something. What's this? A real challenge. You finally caught my attention. Die.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Now we wait. I usually sit in these houses, huts, whatever they are. Actually, that's a wagon, I guess. This would be a hut, I guess. I think this should be enough. Let's find the... Why is he pushing us now? Interesting.
The others found strength in their projections. They became reliant on them. I am not so foolish. Die.
There is only
Silent. Die.
Crap!
why run? What's the point?
That is not how you play this boss. I would probably have died even if I had 8 KS there. Or maybe with 10 I could have survived. Maybe. But probably not.
You are nothing.
Whoop. I guess we need to spawn him again. Redo the phase.
Rain of stars.
Is life really interesting enough to warrant all this pain? Die.
What's the point?
I don't know if I should be standing in there. Probably not.
Obliteration.
Do you yet see the futility of your efforts?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Die.
That was close. Regenerate exile. The problem is when you lose him off screen, if you can keep track of him, it's usually fine.
This city is nothing.
And actually this build makes it pretty hard to actually follow him in times because you throw out so many crap on screen with frostbolt.
You are nothing.
So sometimes you don't really the cleaner the build it is, the less stuff you put on the ground. I think it's easier
Insist on continuing
to do these boss fights. Again? Yeah, man. I miss my one with nothing cyclone that got nerfed. That could burst him down in 10 seconds. Thought this build would be it, but no. It requires way too much investment to be that powerful. I think on a low budget, maybe a miner can destroy him, but I don't know. Haven't been playing those because the playstyle was a bit annoying to me.
My heart races. I am
Alive! And now he regenerates HP, and you'll have to burst him down again. Which is not gonna be fun time. Usually stand like in the middle, wait for a last second. Oof! That is the idea. As long as like you wait for him to pop, then you can see where he is, and you just dash towards him. If you stand like outside of that circle when he does that, you can't really figure out where he's gonna. It's easier to dodge the beam, but you don't know where he is then. So it's just like mechanical skill to dodge it at the right time. Or actually not. It's not even mechanical skill. It's kind of intuition. If you did it a few times, you probably know when to dash away. So it's this guy. Now like stand in the middle. I have to learn this. I'm just gonna like have to die many times to actually know how to do the fight properly. I'm used to having OP build and just skipping that part. Wait for it. There it is. Wait for it. The problem is that you need a flask or remove the freeze slow. That's element immunity would sound really nice, but we don't have it yet. Can't believe that build that has this much currency dumped into it already cannot do it. Well, it's a player error too. There he is. This guy.
Just need a moment to catch my
I
breath.
basically don't have flasks and I'm standing on some crap. And he dashed away all the way across and you screwed, dude. Like there are two things that can kill this boss. Ailment immunity to skip this crap. And don't get freeze, don't get degen and everything. Welcome, Bogdan. Or player skill with knowing exactly when to remove it. Listening to the dialogue, that is too. That is important. I do hear when he says die, but I don't know where exactly he's gonna throw it from. Yes, but he's away from the screen and I'm not sure is it like from here, or from here. Like it's away from from me. I don't know like where he's coming from. I can just try to dash at the same time when he says that, and maybe I'll get away from it. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Feel the thrill of
And I'll like just degen killed me basically. Just read the message and move skill. Yeah, that's probably the easiest and best way to avoid it, I guess. Either way, I kinda know that I'm gonna fail this, so screw it. We just continue the challenge. Down or up when you're in move skill, so you just dash down or up, and then you're gonna avoid it. I think, like, the issue with this build at the moment, VRES, and when the degen starts, I don't have any way to stop it besides removing bleed. And I don't even have a remove bleed flask at the moment, which is it's a bit idiotic to go on a boss fight without it. So I need to fix my ailment immunities first before I actually properly kill him. We do have Alva, I think. Well, she wants to. This is pretty trashy. There's no level 3 room on it. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna run it. It is connected all the way, but like the drops from the boss are nothing special. We'll avoid the first part. We're just gonna waste it and try to make a better one. Because this one is not impressive at all. Why do you... Okay, I need to put the map in, I guess. I do have corrupted blood, Jewel. I think I have it, at least. I usually run these because it's pretty annoying not to have it. But the idiotic part about like what my gear is that I made like an explode chest with a lot of good mods, for instance. That is pretty expensive, but it doesn't have a lot of ES because of it, because it has way too much, like, it has apply additional curse and explode, and there's no room for... What? And this one has really low ES, energy leeching sword, maybe is an implicit. You already opened the map? Oh crap. I guess we wasted one map. Gem? Wasted one map. Yeah, we'll run another one. I'll alk one more map, I guess. It's not a big deal. Frostbolt, Frostbomb, but then you wouldn't have Frostbomb autocast. Yeah, or you would need to remove Ice Nova. And I don't think ES Leech will be that good, because they tried adding a whole bunch of Spell Leech on... I grabbed this Spell Leech, I grabbed additional Spell Leech somewhere. I think I had like 4% Spell Leech, and it wasn't really doing much because you don't have recovery. You recover, yes, for instance, you kind of leech up all the way, like you're at this level of energy shield, you leeched up everything, but it recovers pretty slowly, so it doesn't really like help you that much. So yeah, I mean, maximum total recovery from energy shield leech is doubled. Less energy shield recharge rate, you take this, then maybe it's kinda okay, but yeah. 5.5k HP killed him deathless, and just have one Frostbolt, Frostbomb, been stored, connected to Life Leech. But you also have a Life Flask, which I don't have. Life build, you can like you can go in with 3 Life Flasks and you won't really have a problem. You have one panic button, which I don't. There are like few things with this build that are not as what they should be. I mean, having like 7k KES is way too low. That's one thing.
Just in time. We found that every incursion needs proper preparations. Time to go.
It should be actually easy too with the ES, but as I said, like I should have something like 8-9k ES already, but I don't. And with that much, he probably can't one-shot me. And I should have element immunity, which should also help a lot, but I don't. Because he went for flashy stuff, which is not important. I mean, I'm already exploding monsters either way with Herald of Ice. I really needed an explode chest. It is a fun thing to have. But I should have been better with higher ES chest than that. So by the next full of maps, sure.
Let's go.
By the time we do it next time, I'm gonna replace the gear probably. But I wanted to run it like this, see if I to learn the fight, I guess. Doesn't matter if I fail or not, because the more crappier your build are, the more you have to try out, and you will see like fight and learn it better.
Gordon Freeman saved my
Well, I think the ailment immunity, which can be gotten pretty cheaply, is like crazy good against him. You have 35 on chest, 20 on helmet, 20 on gloves, and you just need just tiny bit on skill tree, which can be gotten in a few places, and then you avoid everything. You care about freeze, chill, shock, ignite, and he applies all that crap onto you in the last phase, and that basically just degens your health in a few seconds. So that's the problem. But I definitely have to fix issues with this build. There are many.
Hello.
But you can definitely run these maps, and I'm way too lazy to do it right now. And it would definitely help if I have a lot of currency to dump in it later on. Which we kinda don't have a lot. We do have it, but not like a crazy amount. So we have to Alken go one more map afterwards, I guess. Because you wasted one. Idiot.
You think only of victory. It is your prison.
there you are. Ready to revisit the past? The more... It's time.
Again, pretty crappy choice.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
What is that? I don't think it's anything that good, but we're gonna pick it up. It would be fairly interesting if All Can Go nets more profit than juicing up maps.
Ah, there you are.
So we didn't run that many Alvas last time, but I don't think she'll give us that much currency in terms of if we don't run the temple. That's a bit different. If we do run the temple, then yeah. I don't know even like what it was that we get here. What we are upgrading, I didn't check. I think we'll have probably time to check it, but it's gonna be reapy. So let's kind of clear up everything and just leave the last two guys for last, I guess. So all this crap. Full of maps, we want that guy. I guess that's... Actually, there's one monster. And I'm not gonna count the profit from Alva Temple, obviously. We do get a bit of monsters like these, but... Maybe we should not even be running the master missions for... so we don't skew up the results. I don't know. But I kind of feel that that wouldn't be something that people would do in realistic scenario.
Just in time.
The monster density is good even without sextants and additional monster packs. Which is kind of weird. I expected to enter the map and there would not be enough monsters. But there are a decent amount.
Ah, there you are.
Strong boxes.
The more you click,
I guess
time to go.
we're gonna upgrade monsters in temple by going down here.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And I'm just gonna try. If I have like here 3 rooms, I'm gonna run them. If I don't, I probably will skip the temples. They're pretty good XP if you don't have enough maps. You get additional maps in the beginning. But I don't think I profited that much from temples in West. Besides getting like, if you can sell it, some good... I guess you can do double corruptions and double corrupted gems that are pretty good for profit, but I really hate the RNG nature of Alvas.
Hello.
In the Syndicate I can manipulate it and get always something good. Well, here you don't. Just 5 kills for this. Well, it doesn't have a Helm enchant, so when like with this, might sell it.
At least I've done my
Level of cold, damage over time. Nah.
yeah, there's been some hard
Fate will find you.
as rain we surely found. Pressed our ears to the sound. Now we finally know the truth. It's time to put my time to use. Come home, back home to find
What are
my
you?
peace of mind. Another night, the last
You
night.
nothing.
Yeah, they
Let me
got
tell
my
your future.
stride.
Good, let's dump everything. I need another beach map, which I do have here. Wait, that was fast. Did I that much underprice it? Devoto's Devotion with these stats. Doesn't have like Hellmanshot. Yes, there's one for... I did underprice it, but still, like, there's one for 5 kills with same stats, so let's sell it, I guess. I'm gonna count these 4 kills because that's not like 2 RNG, that's one unique item that's common, I guess. And we're gonna grab one beach map from here. Alkit. I think that is fine, and that makes it the one that we wasted. But that was interesting. He was definitely sniping the Devotos because as soon as I put it, he
Just need a moment.
whispered me, but it's not like that great of a roll, I guess. Maybe he's sniping them and going to lab to enchant them. Maybe he's doing that. Art of the Troll. How do you snipe the items? We are doing the most efficient method that I found so far. You usually snipe them by doing active live searches on the POE Trade website, and you have to be logged in to be able to do that. However, I'm using the POE Live Search Manager, which makes it a bit more easier to do, because I can add up to 20 live searches, which is actually the limit in general. Even if you can open up to 20 tabs in the web browser and do live active searches there. But with this one, you just make a list here with various items. You just copy paste the URLs from your web browser in here. And then when the item with that criteria pops out, it's gonna make a notification here. You probably see that in a minute or two if something pops out, and it just it copies that whisper in my clipboard, so I can just Control V in the game and whisper the guy, and that's how I'm sniping. And the most of like the snipes is just like filtered items with a specific criteria. With for instance, I usually always set a max price, so it doesn't show me items that are too expensive. and when the item with a specific filters pop out. For instance, I might be sniping, and I am actually, I'm sniping a perfectly rolled Casper's Malice, which is the item that we're using in the build, this thing. And when the one with the perfect stats pops out, which is worth around 3 to 4x, I try to buy it. I no longer need it for myself, but I'm sniping it for profit if it pops out, since this build is popular. And not many people are sniping that item, so I usually end up purchasing them. Yeah, happy to explain anytime. I think I'll be making some video in future about that. I still didn't want to make a video about that because I'm still like figuring stuff out for myself, so maybe not... I'm not that good at it. I mean, I'm good at it, but I can definitely learn a lot more. Currency, let's do currency, I guess. So I will definitely make some video in future. Definitely before the next league.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
And we'll definitely make some video in general making currency, because this league I learned quite a bit about that topic. We usually have too much currency, I would say. I mean, we're making... Compared to the previous league, I usually had way less currency. I don't think it's possible, but it would be really fun to try to create some high-frequency trading engine on top of POE economic. Would be... you can try out to... I think there's... POE has an API, so you can get various information straight up from there. So you could make some program. I don't know like what programming language you would do or like what you would use, but you can definitely pick that information out. You can pull in the information from POE Ninja. I don't know if you would have to do the... Oh, we leveled it to level 3, that's nice. Well, the main problem is you have to execute to trade in game. Well, maybe you can make a bot to do that. I don't think you can get away with... I mean, you could probably make a bot that's gonna click around stuff, but that is against the game's TOC, so that would probably be problematic. Maybe if you make it just for yourself and not like share it online, maybe you won't get in trouble. I don't know if you would, but if you share it online, you definitely would get yourself in trouble and other people in trouble. Increased resistances. I'm gonna do this one down here.
Time to go.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do it like morally, but I want. But I don't think it would be fun to do. Yeah, like just to have some coding experience, to mess around and try to make bots that can do better trading than you, I guess. I mean, there are always bots for that kind of stuff. I think Diablo 3 had a problem with those. Like, people would bot more than... I mean, they just bot and drop the currency because it's kind of... But they were definitely doing it. Okay, we open this, so everything is open. There are definitely like programs that can help you out with POE, but they're kind of still like not automating 100% of the game. You still have to do the trade yourself in the game. But I think the POE Ninja has some API that you can pull out the information from there, so you don't even have to make how do you call those, spiders, I guess, that go through the site and pick up the information, so you don't even have to do that. There's an API there, and I think the POE also has the API for pulling out various information. So you definitely have tools to make something interesting. If you have a lot of free time on your hands, you can try it out. For instance, the program that I'm using to track the profits, the Excellence Next, uses that kind of stuff. So it pulls out the information from my stash tabs and tells me like how much currency we are making. At the moment, it's not impressive. And we already run, I don't know how many maps, but we'll see. We'll see if it's profitable. It's definitely going pretty fast, but I think it's gonna end up sucking compared to juiced up maps. And I had an argument with one of my friends where he said like, don't ulk, like you don't ulk. I mean, just run white maps. Like juicing up is not worth it because you're spending money. And this way you're not spending any money, so yeah, I'm kind of not sure about that. So we're kind of testing out that today. We're gonna upgrade those, I guess, why not? By the way, you don't have to check it there because it's kind of a bit tricky if you're doing that. You can just enter, press V, nothing will attack you for, cannot be damaged for 10 seconds, so you can check out, like, we're gonna upgrade there. This seems a bit, I don't know, thought it might do a bit of damage. That lightning thingies that were on the ground.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I definitely feel like alcohol ain't worth it sometimes. Some proof would be nice. Yeah, I'm kind of doing. I don't think it's kind of big enough test because I'm doing like one stash tab of maps. Well, it's not even one stash tab of maps. You can usually do 24 maps per stash tab if you're juicing them up. So I'm kind of taking that as an experiment. I did 24 maps. Yes, actually the day before yesterday. They had mid juice, I would say. It's not like super crazy. I bought the things that were cheap. Although sacrifice unique item, we do want that. We can get the sacrifice unique item to level 3. That would be pretty nice. It's pretty RNG, so we might not get that. So we made an Excel spreadsheet. I'll show it to you as soon as we finish this thing, if you haven't seen it so far. I did update it today, so it's not the most amazing thing in the world, but it has all the information, and we're gonna see how good it is to ulk, not ulk. There are also a few other things that you can do to juice up. Somebody yesterday suggested to do 30 quant from Prophecy by adding Tempest, which is, I completely forgot about it. Actually, I didn't know about Tempest, but I forgot about doing prophecies in the first place. You can just, like, spam prophecies with silver coins. Even if you don't know what you're doing, they're still gonna add some value. And you actually have a chance to spawn, like, 6 link prophecy or something interesting. And earn some extra currency on the side, so prophecies definitely worth doing, I guess. But I wasn't doing those. Then, for instance, I today seen a few incubators lying around in my stash tab, and I forgot, hey dudes, we could have used the incubators. That would probably be profitable. I definitely earned a bit of currency that way in previous league because you would get a ton of incubators from Delirium. So I always had a few incubators lying around to run. But in this league I wasn't buying them. but it's definitely something to consider. There's also, I think you need a bit of like juicier build for that, but I had an idea of running T16 maps with triple, I think you need triple ivory watchstones to get the zone up to item level 86, and then running specific maps that drop item bases that are popular at the moment and they're worth 3 to 4x. So running that and trying to drop crystal belts, opal rings and things along those nature would probably be interesting to try out. But having a zone that is 3 levels higher is kind of bit too much maybe. You would need to have a pretty tanky build for that. You can always add the delirium too. So definitely really depends like what your build can do. And in my opinion, you should always kind of try to push your build to as high as it can go. So as high as you can push. But I never actually tested that out to know if that's actually the case. Maybe just like running white maps is the best thing in the world, and if that is true, then you don't even need a build that can do much, I guess. So let's see like what are we doing at the moment. At the moment we are kind of sitting at 93 kills, which is actually not that great. Our income per hour, I mean we did other things, we did Syndicate, we were doing other things, but the income per hour is pretty crappy at the moment, so it was way more before. Yesterday, and I said I'm gonna show you this. So this is like from the yesterday's stream. I always keep it like this so I can see trade requests there popping out. So what we did is it took us around 240, I think, cows to juice up the maps, 24 of them. The profit was 952 when you kind of take that away from this. We made 713 cows. Most of it was seeds and maps and 1/3 random items. The most of profit like came from these 2 seeds and one of, I think this is a speed seed, but we just dropped like 3 of them and they're really expensive. The maps, I favorited Iceberg, but that's kind of the most popular in terms of how expensive it is for tier 15. I mean, you also have burial chambers, which are also popular, but we kind of dropped quite a few of those. And other valuable items that drop are divine orbs, simulacrum splinters, 2 divination cards, and so on and so forth. But we have like everything here breakdown, so yeah, the seeds are making a lot of profit, so we'll see the difference today. Did I just finish the map? I think we did finish the map. I didn't exit for a trade or anything, so we did finish the map. It's pretty cool, yeah. Again, I want to figure out where is my currency coming from. Should I invest or not? Because I've seen in like past people recommending that you should just Hulk and go. Some recommend you should juice up. Some say like spend all of your currency, all rest of your currency on juicing up things, but I'm not sure like what is good or not because I haven't tried out that for myself. And what's the better way than to pop out Excel sheet and just run one specific map with different things on it? Let me just like finish this delirium because I have to kind of focus on it a bit more so we don't like mess up. We kind of want to get to the end of the map to get as much bang for our bag, I guess, for this delirium map. Actually, I can read now when we have this thing. I can walk through tier 16 map with my character and I have 3x and about 400 C. That's the best way for me per seat to get a lot of currency? Or should I buy a bunch of maps in bulk and go? I don't know. If we're trying that out, I can just give you the information at the end and see what is the best. It's probably the best thing would be to use them up. Well, let's see. The delirium is probably not gonna last too much
Just need a moment
more,
to
so we're
catch
just
my
gonna continue going forward. We should have been doing alvas because they are adding, they're counted as killing monsters away from the delirium mirror, so alvas were pretty good last time. Sacrifice unique item, that is what we want to be doing. It's just like how repeat these things are now. Remembering how repeat the delirium was compared to the other stuff, like so much chaos crap, and if it wasn't CI I would definitely feel it. We didn't even like fully clear it. Try to find the other Alva. I know where she is. Oh, we kinda left it in the beginning of the map. I guess we don't have time for the boss. Maybe that's fine. Are you using a trade macro, and if so, which one you're using? I'm using the Awakened POE trade. For if you're thinking about figuring out the prices of the items. I'm kind of using three tools. So I have the Awakened POE trade for figuring out the price of things. For instance, I'm checking this for Tornado Shot, but it's Solaris Circuit, so it's crap. I'm using that. I'm using I'm using Trade Companion for tracking the trades, and I'm using the POE Live Search Manager for sniping items. So those are three tools that I'm using. And we're also using, for tracking the currency that we gain through mapping, we're using the Excellence next. So we have a whole bunch of programs running on top of POE. I'm not sure like which one you thought that I'm using. I mean, what exactly are you interested in? It's the ring. Let's see. Transfer. It's probably trash. Yep, it is. Not even gonna sell it to vendor.
Just need a moment to
You
catch
are
my breath.
trash. Okay, I'm glad I can help. I wasn't like sure what exactly did you see in the stream and that you were interested in, but that's everything that we have. So kinda annoying to go back and forth with the delirium. If this was Delirium League, I would completely ignore everything and just exit. That's how I played. All of it. Then it's okay. We got one Awakened Sexton. Okay, like this salva would have been completely useless for the Delirium. I think we got one. Ooh, we have tier 3 sacrifice. We'll sacrifice the... We get Headhunter. Probably not. There are probably better things to do with this room than try to get a headhunter, but we'll try to get a headhunter. We'll sacrifice a worm's maul or something like that to get a headhunter. It's probably not gonna happen. Speed, contains just increase monster increase. Okay, either one. I think I'm gonna increase. Increase the level of items dropped by 1. I think we're gonna do that one.
Let's go.
Just look at like how much is the difference between that delirious one and this one. Delirium League was way too reapy. There were also way too many broken builds in that league. So I guess it was kinda okay though. We ended up with everyone playing the Herald Stalker because nothing else could have cleared the Delirium efficiently on a decent budget. That and the one that I did, the one with nothing, which not that many people did. But those two builds were pretty much the only ones that were OP enough. Maybe something else too, but most of the people end up being Herald Stalkers. Could you call it Herald Stacker League? Let's do the monster, I guess. This can be sometimes decently reapy.
Low on mana.
And like I said, where's the monster? What are you, dude? Okay, this one is okay, but that first one was like, what are you doing like this thing? I don't think that's anything that good.
Let me tell your future.
Nothing great.
I will see you.
This should increase our profits by a bit because it was delirious map. So we got a lot of crap from it. We are, well, not even halfway through it, so should be fine. I don't think, actually, we kind of wasted one temple, but looks like we can open another temple. I guess we'll run this map too, or we'll run the map, I guess. Or we'll do the temple afterwards since I opened the map.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
We'll need to get one belt.
You pursue my tower yet again, even knowing I will be waiting.
Pretty weird layout for a beach map to go this far into ocean. mean, the density is kinda okay for not juiced up maps. Which is kinda surprising.
Let me tell your future.
Let's do the temple.
Fate will find you.
So for the temple we actually need one belt. I don't know if I should maybe... we won that. We won that. We'll see how much it's worth now, but it's probably not worth that much, but we'll see. In TS Jewel, it's 1.5 I guess. It dropped in price quite a bit. I should change my loot filter I guess. I mean sniping filter. So intelligence, this thing 1.5 I guess. This guy didn't want to wait, but I'm gonna put mine for 1.9 and wait a bit. Even putting it for 1.4 would be fine, because you're gonna make 0.4x and you're gonna be first one to actually sell it. This guy underpriced it quite a bit, but I think I'm gonna put it for 1.9 and wait a bit. But they should be worth. I'm probably gonna stop sniping them. They're no longer that worth. They used to be pretty expensive at one point, but it's kind of end of the league, so everything is getting cheaper. So let me see about the loot filter. It says like it's worth 3x, it's not even worth that much, so... split personality... You cannot really edit like these tags, these are like a bit annoying, so you have to delete it completely. Then re-add it. Have to actually open in a different web browser that I'm using for keeping the stream open and checking that stuff. So we're just gonna say like we don't want to snipe it for Exalt Orbs, that's way too much. Chaos equivalent 100C is kind of fine. We're just gonna snipe it for 100C, and then we're gonna copy this thing and bump it in here, call it split personality. It's worth 1.5x. Usually set the price that was kinda there when I initially set it up. And we said we want the belt. We might wanna do... How much chances we have? We could try chancing a belt, but we don't have too many scours to do it, and we need Nemesis mod to actually go chancing. So I'm just gonna find some... I'm gonna see if I have some unique belt. But anyone have a unique belt lying around? Chat. Some world's mold or some crappy item that you don't need. I need to sacrifice it in the name of the headhunter. Let me just buy one. So we're gonna say belt. Any unique? It's probably gonna be worm mold. Oh, baited bread actually this brand, this coin is it's not gonna be salters. I'm not sure like what this is. I don't think I ever used that belt. I'm just gonna do few whispers until somebody invites us for one alk. I don't know if we can like sacrifice the corrupted one. So one alk. I think we kind of overdid it with too many whispers we did. Trade request. Unique belt. Thank you. I can't believe that this many people responded for one alk trade, dude. Like, why are people doing one alk trades? I usually whisper to many people when I'm doing one alk trade because I know it's kinda gonna take a bit for the response, but this time around there were a lot of people that wanted to do one alk trade. Usually in the beginning of the league you can get one alk trades going on like really easily, but near the end of the league it should be like, why would you trade for an alk? There are a lot of newbies that just want to get any currency. Press B and check like where you want to go. There's this icon, but I prefer pressing V. I think the default is V. Might have changed it to V, but I don't think I have. Head counter! Give me a head counter! As soon as like there are no monsters in here, we have to clean them up or they're gonna be attacking us or do the thing. There's still more? I think that should be it. Maybe. And you can like sacrifice a unique item for another random unique item of same item class, including non-ordinary obtainable. Transform unique item. For real? I thought I cleaned up everything. Transform unique items found exclusively in top lot of. You can add like something to make it into a different thing, like to guarantee like upgrade a unique or something like that. That's like this other. And we got worm's mold. That should have been expected. Upgradable, yeah, that is what I was thinking. And I think that's probably more profitable than trying to get a headhunter. So what do we have here? Maps, kill monsters. We're just gonna go back and go to the maps. But we want the headhunters, so we're gonna do that. Going for the big profit. I don't think I ever like got anything good out of that because I never did those upgradable ones. Maps thing is really nice in the beginning of the league when you don't have a lot of maps or currency to buy them.
To catch my breath.
But here now it's kinda meh. Anything level 2? Not really. Like since we're already here, let's go kill the boss, I guess. Vault level 1 is probably kinda okay to kind of get this thing. Unlike the food, it's not that profitable. There are also some incursion rares that have like incursion mods that only can draw in Temple of Azoatl. That is also interesting, I guess. Okay, so dumping this in here would be kinda... not really what we should be doing, because it would skew the results, so we don't want to do that. I don't know like how many alvas will I run, because I want to finish the challenge, and we didn't like run all the alvas in the previous one. We kinda just run some syndicate, which usually doesn't get you any profit, and alva can drop you like something, though syndicates also drop stuff, but I didn't like count if we dropped if we went into syndicate hideout, we didn't count that, so I don't think it would skew up the results too much, because alva doesn't drop like something too crazy. In the end, it drops like few rares, maybe some currency items, but not a lot of it. And it would be something that you would be doing normally. You're just gonna straight up enter and then check. Reduce max res at certain Tempest? Sure, like, let's do Tempest
Just need a
generator.
moment to catch my breath. That was fun.
Good job, Exo.
Like here we got some... We did get that 6 socket item, so that's like 2 jewelers. So it might be kind of skewing up results a bit. But we did also run a few alvas yesterday, so kind of fine, I guess. But what's kind of really interesting is just how much monsters are here, even though we are not adding any juice to the map.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past?
Monster attack, additional fire damage. Yeah, doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna upgrade the room. Worm's mold. Could have dropped me that last time when I needed it. Contains Torment Spirit. Okay, let's upgrade it.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Okay, again dropped me a 6-socket item. So that is some extra currency. Nothing? I mean, they dropped stuff, but yeah. Welcome, Quicksilver. How are we doing? We're doing fine. Some farming a bit. Testing out how profitable it is to out can go versus adding a lot of juice to the map. Just messing around. But in general, I'm doing fine. So let's sell this stuff. I'm gonna keep this worms mold here just for like sacrificing items. I guess I don't need to. But we're gonna speed this up a bit and don't run alvas. Kinda run them for 12 maps. That should be kinda presentable, I guess. So we're just gonna pick up like this and we're gonna run really quickly through them this time around. You could do beasts, but I kinda wanna keep them for the 16 maps. So it's gonna be a bit faster because I wanna finish Alkin Geo challenge. And we might add a bit of alvas near the end. Because for the other challenge we were mostly running syndicates and they don't drop as much profitable stuff. Not counting the save houses, of course, where you can upgrade the bridgestone and make a lot of profit. You could have sold that corruption altar on TFT. That could probably, I don't know how expensive it is to sell that. And I don't think actually many people will buy that. They will probably buy the one with corrupting the item, if not. What did we did corruption, changing unique item into different unique item. One's corruption chamber, the other one is sacrifice unique item. I guess we had that. But doing double corrupted items, that would probably be something that you can sell. So how are we doing? We're kind of the same profit range with the other challenge per hour. We're just gonna run these few maps really quickly. I watched one video today about metamorphs from guys called Badger on YouTube. He kind of did some analysis where he lost money trying to buy organs and run the laboratory, and he simply didn't make any currency. But he took like 3 hours to actually buy the stuff, and I don't know, like hour and a half to run it, and he didn't make a single chaos from it. I mean, if you're kind of having organs farmed up like this, you didn't like buy them, maybe it's kind of okay to run them, but buying organs, it's a scam, apparently. weird. I think the Metamorph League, as far as my friends tell me, because I didn't play it, it was pretty nice league to play. So the profits from it are now basically worthless. Dude, like the density is okay. Definitely good.
Do you see now? Good day.
Dive into the ocean's hope at the fading of the day. According to the telescope,
What is going on with this guy? Takes a lot of time to kill. What tier of beach maps? T14, the highest tier that they can be. We got one silver oil. That's gonna be a lot of skewing up the profits, because actually it's 12 chaos. It's not like yeah, the golden one is the most expensive one, right? Yeah, the golden one is 29. So let's just dump this really quickly. Beep beep.
See you soon.
And dump. Let's see, how much currency are we at? So total 216. We're kind of making kind of okay. Should be. This one will be a bit reapy. Hopefully not. Because we have Cinder Swallow, but we don't want to be in a situation where we don't have monsters around us. Because we cannot regen any other way by just like on kill.
Low on mana.
So yeah, I don't have. Oh snap! This is a problem. Okay, I can spin to win. Zero cost cycle. I don't know why I didn't reroll that. What tool am I using for pricing items? I mean, for like checking out how much I'm making. It's called Excellence Next. It logs everything and checks the prices on POE Ninja and tells you like how much currency you're making per hour. I think we can actually pop out an overlay that's gonna tell us that all the time. I don't have it at the moment, but we can do that. I can probably add this skill gem now, because as long as I'm not using dash, should be fine. And I said that and I used dash. Can't use dash, can't use vortex, that's gonna screw things up if I do. Yeah, excellent. I will show you the tool in a second, just like to finish this map because it cannot dash or anything, so it's going a bit slow. You have to be a bit careful with what I'm doing. So just give me a second. I'll show it to you. Oh snap, we cannot use this. I should have just kept it out so I have 0 cost cycle. Convoke wand. Just a second. We'll finish in a... It's pretty crappy map. Okay, we can dash now because we have mana on kill and we are killing quite a bit, so it's not a big problem. There we go. We finished. Let's put this back on. You found it? Cool. I'm just gonna give you like a quick tour of like how it works. So you set up your stash tabs and your league here. You go into that cogwheel there. You set up the character that you wanna be using, and this actually doesn't matter if you don't use equipped inventory. Set up the tabs. I'm using the dampen, like you can see all of my tabs here. Okay, I kinda messed that up, so let me put that back in. And you just save the profile. I'm just gonna cancel, and you can filter the stash tabs here that you want to be looking at. And I'm looking at this tab. There are a few more options, but in general that's kind of how it works. And there should be a kind of an overlay thingy that I don't know how to pop out. Let's see. We'll find it. Interface. It should be somewhere. Net worth. No. Currency cap performer. Yeah, it's like the currency cap is kind of older program. This one is newer. And it seems like everybody switched to this thing, I guess. I don't know how to do the pop-up, which is kind of annoying. Let me see if there's like a system tray icon or something. I definitely seen that. Prices are fetched on POE Ninja. You can like pop out this stuff. Create profile, remove profile, fetch. Oh, open an overlay. There we go. Okay, how we are... I thought that was... there was like some options to it. Apparently there are no. So we're gonna just put this one somewhere. I guess we can have it... I don't know where to put it, honestly. Maybe up here in the corner. Or... I think here. So at the moment... Yeah, that's kind of interesting. We'll keep it like that. Just fetch. Are we gonna remove the beach maps here so it's not like showing that? Income. Looks like we're actually making more money per hour than we were making with the juiced up maps, though we are kind of running them a bit more fast than that, so that's kind of why that is. Mostly I'm kind of looking at the end thing, so how much we made, currency at the end. Did you put back the skill gem? I did. It might actually be in a way here when we open it stashed up. Probably going to be in a way always. Because there's always like some UI element. I think the best place to put it would be here, maybe. Maybe like this, I don't know. What is this? Okay. So we weird thing is, like with this thing, is that we have enough density on these maps even without juice. Maybe they lied to us that Sextons add monster packs. Like, I don't see the difference. Oh man. And when you're buying the scarabs, preparing the things, you kind of waste another half an hour to buy everything, prepare everything, and Alchemy Go is just like, Yalk, and you go. And the weirdest thing, if that's true, one of my friends like told me like, don't talk at all. Like if you can sustain maps, don't talk. Because like in the beginning you simply cannot sustain it because the Atlas doesn't want to drop as many maps for you. But if your Atlas is upgraded, then it should drop even if you're running white maps. You also play the game when you don't stream? Sometimes. I did play today because I was waiting for pizza delivery, and while I was waiting for that I went and cleaned up the dump stash tab and also did the spreadsheet a bit, so I was kind of messing with that. But sometimes, yeah, I kind of leave the game open for trades almost all day when I'm at home. I'm doing other stuff, so kind of open all day. But if I'm mapping or messing with a build, I would probably stream, so... I'll try to do like boring stuff off stream, maybe like preparing the maps or buying stuff that's like not that interesting to watch.
Hello.
I don't think this convocation one is worth anything, so we're just gonna sell it. Dump everything. Beep. It's kind of interesting if we have it like this with overlay, then we can just like see how much we are making per hour all the time, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna juice up the overlay a bit if I have time. Oh. Actually, I have time, but I would have to probably skip a stream day to mess around with overlay. But I think I'm gonna move the things a bit. At the moment, it's actually not even on for some reason. But we have it like down here, which is now like over the things. Let me see. These monsters don't want to leave me alone. Leave me alone. No. You wanna mess with the overlay. Okay, so the supporter bar with everything is kinda down here, which is like this. I think it has to be like bit up there then. Which is a bit weird. I'm better off like putting it in corner, I guess. Which is gonna go over this, which is kind of fine, I guess. We're gonna keep it like that. But I think it's kind of better if I move this to be on top and just played my game in window mode, so I put like this. If I play it like that, then I have this area here to put like the bar on top of that, and it's not going to cut anything from game and just like keep the game window a bit smaller, so I can put everything that's down here up there. And the main thing why I didn't want to do this is because by default you can't really I thought you cannot change the in Windows 10 the color of like it had to be white for some reason, and I think it was in the beginning in Windows 10. At some point they added an option to actually change that, and now you can change that. And I also found some like a third-party application to change the white color when you're like when window is not in focus. It also becomes white for some reason. I don't know why it's why Windows has to like make everything white. I don't know how long it took them to actually add the like the dark mode. It wasn't there by default, so I don't know. And did I make it? I didn't make it full screen, so let's make it a window. Now we no, we want window full screen like this. Anyways, so we're gonna move that bar up top, I think, and we're gonna make some kind of place for this thing where it makes more sense. I might cut like this part where it says like net worth and this thing income, and just make this like up there and this move, like make it in a row there. We'll see. Like I'm gonna mess with OBS a bit maybe tomorrow.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
To make it a bit more cleaner. Because this bar down here, it's kind of in the way when we open a web browser. And the web browser also, it doesn't matter if something's over top of the window decorations. By the way, the thing, those are called window decorations. Like the title bar and everything, all of that, like X, make window bigger, all of that is called a window decoration for some reason. I think our income is actually pretty comparable to the juiced variant at the moment. We kind of run half of the maps, and I think it's pretty comparable. I mean, maybe we kind of wasted time with scarabs. We did buy cheap scarabs, but still, maybe we just wasted time. We just all can go, and screw it. If that's true, then I don't know. Dudes, what's the point?
Let me tell you.
Let's just dump this in here. We do have a conqueror, and we have a whole bunch of portals. I would love if we can actually close them, but I don't know. Maybe we can if we make a new instance. Well, let's try to do that. Let's make a new instance of our hideout. I think we need to go somewhere else. And control click the hideout. Nope, we cannot.
Need a map, Exile?
Just do the conquer. I think I'm gonna grab water after that because I'm thirsty quite a bit for a while.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
It's pretty crappy layout. did drink a lot of water before the stream, and I did make cold coffee, with like a lot of water too. So I think the pizza had a lot of salt, so that's why I'm kind of thirsty. This is not gonna work like in this layout. Breach in this layout is kind of not gonna work. We're actually gonna leave it alone. Conquer. I cannot help it with on which map they are gonna spawn. But we're calculating that too, since that's gonna be the same for both builds, I guess. Both like versions. You're gonna spawn conquerors either way. So yeah. What we're not calculating, if we had like some lucky drop from a conqueror, we're not gonna calculate that in. This map, like climbing these stairs is pretty trippy. I mean, now it's kind of okay, but when you first go up here, when it's kind of turning the camera, it's really trippy.
Time has no meaning here. Your pain will be endless. Distasteful!
Should we try to kill her? Probably not. Actually, we managed.
My only consolation is that I am not an...
Okay, so let's see this ring. Probably trash. Accuracy, life, it's complete trash.
Hello.
And item level is not
I
too
will see
impressive.
you again.
We're just gonna grab. I think we're halfway. Actually, we're more than halfway through the challenge. We might even grab everything. It's gonna be exactly like that much. We're gonna don't have to go and open stuff. Going for water. Like, be right back. Just a second. Oh yeah, we're back. Let's pop another beach map.
In pursuit of my lauded fortress, no doubt. It's always the same.
Or maybe like here. I think that's a good place for it.
God's warmth.
Let's see what this tower can really do. The blight is trying to spread.
Like all of them spawned here. Okay, some did spawn somewhere else, but it's like 3 portals, one on top of each other. That's perfect.
Put out new mycelium. New roots.
Ooh, now we have something to deal with. Over your life and yes, shield put the network window? No. You mean to put it like here? But it's not gonna be in the way of anything. I mean, it's kind of over like this thing, but you can see like how much life ES I do have. What about like putting it over mana? Because that's not even going to, like, I'm never looking at mana. And like covering this while I snow is not like a big deal, I can still see it. Risky running away from me, dude. What?
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
We got a few prophecies there that might be worth something. I saw a streamer running all over the map to kill Cyrus. That was epic. What do you mean all over the map? Let's sell this. I think we're gonna sell these too. Yep.
Fate awaits you.
Yep. Next map. I think we're gonna... Actually, I'm not gonna run anything so we can finish the challenge. Cyrus flee and never stop going around like the boss you have. Oh, okay. That's weird. Like he's scared of us. I guess the game can go like crazy.
These are 10 things to never say on a first date. Take note.
I don't know, let's run a few more like syndicates and this stuff because we were doing that last time around. We're not gonna get anything out of it in terms of what I'm going to count.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
My things, not yours. Smash you to bits. My head still hurts. Making a new friend I am. We was gonna eat dinner together.
You surprised me, Hillock.
Funny what you learn to do. On your dead to me once.
Telling it.
Shake you. Just more limbs to add to my...
Yes, yes. Send it to the dark.
I just can't bring myself to...
Did you see that fiend?
It does not want to go to the dark place.
deal so quickly, Exile? How uncivilized. If you kill me, another will take my place, and you will have made a target of yourself. The sensible
Wait, they're
action
not
would be to
connected?
sow
Like,
seeds
Edith,
of
Fled, and
loyalty
Vorici
into
are
the
not
syndicate.
connected at
Whisper
all?
a name, and they
For
will
real?
soon find themselves at my side.
No, they become neutral. They are connected. I don't really want that to happen, but I also don't want to imprison him. But moving it that Fled is also really good. I guess it's kind of fine if they become neutral. They can spawn together.
Consider it done.
Do I have a Discord server? I kinda have one old one that nobody is using, but I plan to make a new one for some time. I never kinda got to it. But we'll definitely have that soon. I will try to get organized with streams and everything before the next season starts. Fix up the overlay a bit. I don't know, there are some things to do on Twitch, set up a Discord server, and like those things that are not playing the game. But you're gonna make things a bit more fun. Did we do the boss? I don't think we did the boss. But I think the Discord is best for communication.
Let me tell your future.
Yeah, some of them need to be unveiled.
Let me tell your future. Fate will find you.
Okay, I look forward to once you make really nice builds and you're really helpful. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like this season, I don't think I did that well with builds. I didn't want to make build guides with, I did make like some, but I didn't make about like the first build that I was playing, the Essence Drain Contagion, because there are a lot of build guides already for that and I didn't really have anything to add. And this build is kind of turning out to be pretty expensive and not so great. I think I'm gonna have to rethink my gearing choices because I invested into some stuff, thought it would be like crazy good. But turns out I should have like prioritized just ES and not like did what I did, I think. But we'll try to make few league starters for the next league, and I think we're gonna make something interesting. But I'm still kind of learning about the game, so not all of it that I do on stream is kind of where it's doing a guide for. The last season was pretty interesting. I mean, we played that 1 with nothing build that not that many people were playing, and I think we had pretty unique build setup, so it was pretty fun. No, in the end, I wasn't like the one who made the final skill tree. That was Durzo. And yep, okay, this one has T1 life, so it might actually, it's probably not worth anything, but let's kind of slap that T1 life. Nah, it's way too late in the league for that to be anything good. I think I was alking some of the strong bosses yesterday. I don't know if that's like worth it, not worth it in terms of profit. It's maybe worth it on some strong boxes, but not on all of them. If you do it on all of them, then it's probably not worth it. Dude! Like, what did you do? He's... Oh, Ice Spear. He's doing Ice Spear.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Almost forgot to take the seat. So our profit per hour is actually maybe better than yesterday. Though in total I think we'll make less money. But we were running the maps a bit slower because we were doing like other stuff in between.
Exile.
Yeah, and we were doing the syndicates a lot, so the syndicates take time to kind of do. Though they give a lot of rewards and XP, so they're definitely worth doing, but it's not going to be calculated as profit this time around. I mean, you just calculate, like, manage to spawn one Idiot Fled with max rank as a leader. That's already maybe bit more than 1x profit. No, it's like 1x profit at this time around in the league, because it's kind of pretty late in the league. But it is RNG dependent and also knowledge dependent. You need to know how to spawn it at flat properly and everything, so it's kind of hard to calculate. That's why we didn't calculate that thing.
Let me tell. See you soon.
So 5 more maps to run. Let's do temples, I guess, to kind of, because we were running yesterday almost all the maps had master missions. Maybe we ran few that didn't have master missions, but I don't have just syndicate because we were running just syndicates yesterday. Maybe not yesterday, but the day before yesterday. I don't think we run Alwas. Maybe we did. I'm not like 100% sure.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Time to go.
Chest full of items. Nah, I'm just gonna upgrade the monsters. Be a bit more juice here. I dropped the key, forgot to go for it. Just zigzag it. Open that. Another key. I think this is skewing the results too much because she doesn't drop crazy amount of items when finishing the incursion.
Time to go.
Rarity of items drop, timeless monolith. Let's do rarity, I don't know. Timeless monolith is pretty cool, but this also sounds interesting. Nothing that interesting. Sometimes in the beginning of the league at least she drops some jewels, which is pretty good.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Time to go.
I guess let's do currency. So we have another 4 maps to run, and we're gonna be done with it. The target should be... you make always melee builds or various. I'm mostly a guy who plays melee builds for some reason, even though they are definitely not as good in some ways. Kinda, because usually you're face tanking crap and that kills you. But yeah, I'm usually playing melee builds. Increase speed through monsters, poison, absolutely doesn't matter, both of them are crap. But this season I didn't play, I started with ED, which is a spell. Did I kill Cyrus? I mean, that one? I did kill it with ED, so it was pretty hard. I just barely managed to kill him on Awakening on level 8. But with this build I didn't kill him because I'm kind of messing up the fight quite a bit. It's probably more the skill than anything else. And improper use of flasks and not having bleed flask, which is probably terrible Wish we messed up yesterday because we wanted Cinder Swallow, but we didn't replace Anti-Bleed. Jewelry... I mean, both of them are kinda trash. Mainly I kinda didn't wanna mess around with Flask because I'm not gonna need them anyways once I get the element immunity. So I was just like, screw it, I don't need that for running these beach maps, so I'm just gonna leave it be. The running Cyrus without that is pretty stupid. For the next run, I'm definitely gonna get that.
Just need a moment.
Hurry up, Exile! I don't know if I have two of them, probably not.
Let's go.
Press V, explosive charges. Explosive charges usually kinda good. We don't finish the temple. So we think we have everything connected, mostly. Probably not gonna need that. It's usually if you cannot like fully clear these to drop the keys, but since we're kind of mostly like fully clearing, it is kind of fine. Just go down here and do this one, the main door. We have another key? No, we don't. So this build, I wouldn't really call it a melee build. I mean, it's melee build, but it's kind of spellcaster with the Cyclone.
Put out new mycelium! Ugh, new roof! See what this tower can really do! Put out new mycelium! Ugh, new roots!
Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's not worth anything. Was this? Nope. This probably not. Maybe corrupted, but I'm lazy.
See you soon.
I guess I should have sold that one too, but I'm lazy. I'm gonna sell it later on. Just dump everything. So we have just few maps to run, 3 to be precise. This one and 2 more.
Just need a moment to catch my
And kind of the goal of the juiced variant. I mean, we got 900 from 900 something, a bit more than 900 chaos from the juice run, but we also spent 240 to juice them up. And on this we spent less, so we'll have to calculate everything once we are finished, but I think it's gonna be just a bit more with juice than with this. And we're gonna come to the pretty simple conclusion. If you have extra stuff to put in your maps, just put it in. However, if you're gonna spend an hour buying and preparing everything, maybe you're just better off like running maps.
Ah, there you are.
Contains a breach, Center Tempest, we wouldn't do Tempest. This temple seems like I'm not gonna run it because no good things have spawned yet. Making it completely irrelevant what we pick at the moment. I have seen the most crazy fight between players and highest tier blight maps. He has actually FK doing anything, that guy only the minions do the map. Also he has take off potions and skills. Yeah, I've seen that kind of thing with the blight maps. You can do that, not just blight maps, you can run things like I think it's Coward's Trial or something like that, a map that gives a lot of XP and it's just waves in one room, I think. But like, if you don't have, if you can stand in one place and kind of do the thing, that's kind of, some things can be done like that. I think the golem builds can do that. Sacrifice unique item. Yeah, we want to do that.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Also the Legion encounters, 5-way Legion, that gives a lot of XP too, that can be like farmed with that kind of build.
Good job, Exa.
Well, honestly, I never did that kind of build. I don't know. Probably requires a lot of investment. Anything that seems OP, it's probably expensive. There's not such a thing as like really cheap build that does everything.
Ah, there you are. Ready to revisit the past. The more you kill,
I mean, should have probably opened that.
it's time.
Alright, let's upgrade it. That's all for this map. Yep. Two more maps to go.
Dream becomes nightmare in this place.
I think we just dropped pretty good seeds. That's too expensive. We're definitely dropping less maps than yesterday. Day before yesterday. I didn't play yesterday. Because I was using the scarabs for that, and that was pretty cheap. Not even gonna pick that up. And the last map, Exile. Actually, we have a Conqueror. We wanna run Conqueror first. Because it's not gonna be... Like, if you don't have a Conqueror, that's like less... Conqueror adds a lot of monsters, so you can spawn them. Like, don't spawn a Conqueror in one region and then run other regions, is what I'm saying. Even if you're not gonna run Cyrus, spawn Conquerors. the guy Game 3 report one do that AFK blind map? I seen that by a few people already. Kinda know what it is. It's probably like some variant of Necromancer. I seen Golem monsters, for instance, Specters, and various things that can do that.
Just need a moment to catch my
Ooh, that I felt that. I don't know what he has, but I definitely felt that. And I have a stun immunity on a flask now, so that's kind of weird.
With your death, this nightmare may finally end. Hold still. I'm better. Feeding time. Dance! Dance!
Like, they shouldn't be doing that much damage. We are CI, but still they are... I think they're doing half fizz damage, so...
I'm not the only hunter.
So we can feel that definitely.
I'm stronger.
Ooh, Hunter Exalted Orb. We really should not be counting that as a drop, because that's really lucky. And it would skew up the results straight away. I mean, this is 1.2x. I think I'm actually gonna keep it, maybe? I do have like 2 of them. I think this dagger is pretty much worthless. Yeah, it's worthless. You just run the last map. The last map. The juice will definitely be better in terms of profit. Since we made, I don't know, we can't really make, I don't know when it updated, but I think it should be not more than 600, and we still needed at least 100 to buy the maps, solve them, and reroll them a bit. So the profit is around 500, and the profit with juice was 700 chaos. So yeah. But you can also make an argument that you need to buy all of that, which takes time, and you could have just alt and go for that half an hour that takes to prepare everything. So
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
I guess we're done. I'm not gonna do wall side regions. A bit boring.
Hello. Let me tell you.
There you. Dump everything, and we're done. We're done. And close this thing and just pop the excellence to try to fetch everything, which might actually take a bit of time to kind of process. So this time around we didn't get any lucky seeds that much. We did get 2 of Thorn Weaver. Let's see, like Thorn Weaver should be the speed seed, I think. Let's check.
The summer comes and washes it away, then everything now has got consequence.
You reveal a random speed modifier when crowd. Yeah, it's speed mod. So those are pretty expensive, but other than that, you can see that we dropped way less maps. Actually, just map. Like profit in maps. If we compare it, we have to wait for the fetch. It's like we didn't fetch yet everything, but our profit last time around with maps was way better. Just running few scarabs, and we just ran 20% scarab, which is 4 chaos per pop, I think. Let's see, how much is the... That is cartographer scarabs, not like 4 chaos, sorry. Bulk price is 0.6. It's pretty cheap. I don't know why I have 4 chaos in my mind for some reason. Maybe the most expensive one is 4 chaos. But you see like 0.6 chaos per pop, and we got another we got 150 chaos there. We got another 120 chaos for just investing. Let me see, how much did we invest in that? Let me see. Quantity, bulk, single. Yeah, this single here is actually... This is single price, bulk price. This is like this time this. So single price times quantity. I don't think I should probably like name this total single and total average. I mean, didn't make like much sense like that. Just make this bigger. There we go. So we invested 12 chaos or 13. Let's say we invested 14 chaos for cartographer scarabs, and we made 100 chaos more of profit, just like adding those scarabs. Poof, more maps. And that really ties into actually adding more monsters, because we probably would not drop as many maps if we didn't juice up the monster pack size, which we did with Perandus monsters, Breach monsters, Shaper monsters, Sextons and everything else. So this kind of ties in with those other ones. So I don't think if you just run Cartographer Scarabs that you would made as much profit, probably a bit less. But still, even with just not adding anything else, we probably made some currency of just like adding that. Let's see if we can fetch... Okay, it updated, definitely. Like, we can see 160 C. So we just dropped 4 icebergs map and 4 beach maps and some like sunken city towers, and yeah, but like the profit this time around is 160 C for maps. And for seeds is gonna be pretty much similar regardless. We had like a bigger quant there, I think, because we rolled over 70 on maps. And we didn't reroll with Alkengeo. I was just rerolling if there's like some mod that I didn't like to run. So this pretty much the same in terms of seeds. So seeds, it's exactly the same. I mean, almost to a point the same. Just like few chaos difference. Like, it didn't really matter that we added. I mean, it wouldn't really matter like adding monsters but we did roll them to higher quantity. I'm just like curious if I roll all maps to 100 quant, for instance, and added Tempest, which also adds 30 quant, does quantity affect seed drops? Let's actually search for that. Does quantity not quality, that we know, quantity affect seeds? Does quantity of maps where you enter garden higher tier seed cache quantity? Let's see. Does quant of maps where you enter garden affect high tier seed drop rate? Oh, that's for high seed drop rate. Yes, it does. They stated as much. Oh. I think it's completely random. I ran fully juiced T16 V6 fragments, scarabs, and dropped like 20 seeds. I can run a white T16 and drop 30 seeds. Makes no sense. There we go. I'm confident at last place part. I think the map tier does as well, actually, from my personal findings. I've had a low 6 seeds from white maps, no rare ones, seeds, where I had like 30 from juice map, never had even close to 30 in any kind of white average 6-12 region. How much does it affect? For answer, yeah, problem is everyone believes something, but where is the source? Do we have an article, something Gigi mentioned? Well, what I'm gathering from all the responses, I don't know, but here's my experience. What about Azure? Good Azure? I don't know. I mean, we're gonna find that out tomorrow when we run the the white maps, because I also want to do that. I want to run white maps without elk and see what's the profit. No elk can go. Just go. We're gonna see that, and I think this thing is probably updated. So if you like look at everything, we made around 600 C. So minus our cost of running things would be just maps, which are on average 168. So that would be our cost. So we're just gonna copy this. It's gonna be different tests, so we're gonna make a new sheet. Actually, we can duplicate it. There we go, and we're just gonna rename it to Alk and Go. So we did use also Alk and Scourings. We didn't use Scarabs or Sextons, so we're gonna delete that, and we're just actually gonna remove this. Let me see, delete cells, shift up. So how many orbs? That makes sense. Like for re-rolling, you would re-roll at least 10 times, so some Scourings. So the total of running this stuff. So maps are kind of expensive. I think we were buying it in bulk, like for 8. That's what I did. But let's kind of run with this price. So the profit this time around is 596, let's say. Just gonna 500, 906, and we cost of maps should be just fine, like this average minus this. Seeds, how much did we do in seeds? Seeds 293. Seeds 293. Maps is gonna be pretty bad in my opinion compared to the other tests. 160. And let me see, yeah, 160 is kind of fine. We can even round it to 161, but it's not like we round it if it's 0.5. So 160 for maps, and other profit is 143. So the actual profit that we made is 417, which is definitely less than 713. Making juicing up maps kind of good. Why is this like this? What is this line here? I don't understand. Let me refresh the page. Maybe that fixes it. Okay, it did fix it. I don't know what that was. So if we do the comparison, so this price, let's actually just copy the number. So maybe, I guess I'm gonna do it here. Paste value only. So equals this minus this is actually gonna be negative. Other way around. I mean, it could do absolute values, but I don't know how to do that. This minus this, or I could just add minus in front of everything. Doesn't matter. So you would make another 296 more in profit compared to just Alkin Go. And this was running the cheapest possible juice that you can do in the game. Making this kind of conclude, I guess. Juice up your maps, you're gonna make more money. We concluded that, and I kind of want to take a screenshots for this. This kind of got messed up for some reason. It didn't really copy the I mean, it should say maps here. Seeds, I guess. It does say seeds, but it kind of went down a bit. Let's pull this one. I don't know. It was in the previous one. I think it was sitting there. So we're gonna delete this, and just making new screenshots for Alkin Go. So just maps. It's showing everything. So we drop way less maps. I'm just gonna grab. You can export this data as CSV. I tried that, but actually, let's do it like this. I want to make this window smaller, so it doesn't take that much space. When I do the screenshots, we're just gonna make it as small as possible. Okay, that's the smallest that you can get. Yeah, I was talking about CSVs. You can export CSVs, but it's not like it adds way too much information, and I don't think it imports that well into Google Sheets. So it needs to be reorganized a bit. And let's do the seeds. Seeds are kinda basically the same. You didn't get any more or less. I guess adding some quant would be better. I'm just really interested about, like, the only reason why we're gonna run white maps is because of the seeds. I want to see if the seeds are gonna be more or less the same thing. There we go, maps. We can probably delete these rows. Delete cells. No, delete rows. Delete row. There you go. And we're gonna delete all of these rows. Delete rows. Yep. Probably. How do I make these bigger? There we go. And the last screenshot that I want is just like everything. Somehow we need to make the window a bit bigger. Okay. So, like, there are too many items. We're going with the total value here. What's kind of the most thing that gave us money, I guess. We went here. We're just gonna do maybe up to here. Okay. And this needs to be shrunk down a bit. And I want it to be the same as the thing up there. There we go. We have our detailed analysis, making it pretty obvious. Use juice. That's what we concluded so far. But the only thing that we need to conclude is if we'll get more money from seeds if we just run the white maps. That's gonna be the next test. So we can clean up these dump stash maps. We're just gonna, if we dropped beach maps, that would be nice. So we have enough for running. Noel can go. And not there, but here. Probably should have identified them first. Yeah, doesn't matter. Crap! I just increased the levels of my what I am running. I think it's their second wind, precision, gain surge. That's fine. Wait, these are auras. Custom crit, frostbite. Oh, I think I had precision. Precision and something else. What did I have? Apparently it's kind of fine. I think we can cast everything. I think we didn't screw up anything. It's kind of okay. Beach maps, we have 10, and I have more here. So we definitely have enough beach maps to run. I don't think I actually have enough here, so I have one corrupted here. I think one should be... Yeah, I want to run that one, and I think the ones that have... Probably don't want quantity, we just want a normal. And we're gonna pick without quant. The ones that we're gonna run tomorrow. Just 2 rows there. Let's put one more. And these ones we're just gonna empty this stash tab and drop them in here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna clean this up too. Kinda taking where we have this map stash tab. And we'll have this stash tabs empty. This has not been selling anything recently. I'm just gonna pick up the most like inexpensive things out of here and drop them in a different stash tab. Arcane Surge, you are right. It's probably Arcane Surge and Precision. It's definitely Precision, but it's also Arcane Surge. Let me see, you need to spend 41 mana and my dash is 26. So 2 dashes should give me Arcane Surge. Or 2 of Vortexes? Actually, Vortex is not linked to that, so it's 2 dashes and I get Arcane Surge. Yeah, that's kind of fine. As long as I don't level it any further. Or I can just under-level it again. But 41 is 2 dashes, so it's kind of fine. Let me see, seeds. Just gonna grab that. Obviously we haven't sold anything from here, so we technically did not make money. We might sell off some seeds that we don't want to run and just grab currency, which is gonna be mostly everything. Yeah, the green is definitely Precision. I kind of know that it's that one. I think that's all in terms of currency. We'll just grab things from here. Move to the essences. Fragments. That is a fragment. I don't think we have fragments. Blight. Delirium. Where is like incubators supposed to go? Like there's no tab for incubators. It's kind of bummer. I think I'm keeping them in here. Yes, I am. Random stuff. That can go somewhere else. We don't want to put that in here because we dropped it in Temple, I think. Managed to click on the portal. Okay, and we just have like a few things here. I guess the prophecies are not worth anything since they didn't pop in. It's 5 kills, 1 kills, 2 kills. We're gonna put them, I guess, in here for now. Keep cards. We do have like some cards to turn in. Okay, just drop it in there for now. That is full, so let's go here. Probably worthless, but I'm gonna dump them there. And maps. There we go. We cleaned it up. Kinda ready to go for the last maps, which is gonna be just nothing basically. I did excellence update. It didn't yet. Let's fetch it. The dump is empty. Beach maps prepared. Those do not exist anymore, dude. I think we need to log out, log in. And we should be at 0. I wish there was like some way to reset the income. Maybe there is. I'm not sure. If somebody knows how to do that, let me know. Remove snapshots. Oh, that is nice. That is how you do it. That is how you do it. So we can have this thingy down here. Or even like up here. I mean, we don't care about mana. Have it like this. And you kind of see the mana there, and this upper part is kind of not important. It's never gonna be seen because there is no mana there. I guess let's run. Yeah, it was precision, definitely. Let's run Unite 5 white maps just to see like what we have. I'm not gonna run anything on them in terms of like added syndicate for now, because we did run some maps without anything. So probably tomorrow we're gonna run them with the things. I just wanna see like how many seeds drop from there. I'm just really interested in that. And we get a delirium one. Also forgot the map to your dump tab. Did you know? We kinda emptied the dump stash. Let's actually hurry up, and I wanna right click this. Oh, we have Koses. It would be nice if he spawned a bit further. This heavily skews our results to begin with. With the profit. Well, we didn't juice it at all, and we get a delirium as the first map. Honestly, I don't think, I mean, with how many seeds just dropped from this, I don't think it doesn't matter like if you quant your map or not. Somebody said that it matters for higher tier seeds that you're gonna drop from the killing monsters, because that makes sense. Quantities for drops from monsters, I don't think it has to do anything by like clicking the seed cache. That's why probably people are wasting white maps for getting seeds. They buy the cheapest map and just run them with some speedy build. And you just pick up the seeds and sell the seeds instead. And that's the really really boring strategy that probably makes a lot of currency. There's nothing in this stash tab if you're talking about that. We forgot to have you also forgot the map to your damn tab. No. We're just gonna dump this in here. Beep. Run another one. Maybe run like Syndicate, because we did run it.
You! Confuse me, you did. My head still hurts for that.
I wonder, can I enter here? No, you cannot.
I hate this job, hate it. Makes no sense to me. My boss gave me some scribbled paper. Told me everything.
For its gifts. You're simply too hideous to live, aberration.
Good riddance. I can appreciate a killer when I see one. You're a killer. But I think you'll get more out of keeping me alive.
Death's too kind for a monster like you.
I usually like to draw this out. Need to team up with the exile.
Oh, no love lost.
I just can't.
Oh, no love lost there. Let me tell ya. No, I am ready to do what...
I mean, they're not like fully ranked up, and we need him to go become a leader, and this might actually be too much intelligence. And the Hillock become the leader, which is something we didn't really want to do.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
That's kind of good about white maps is that there are no extra mods that gonna one-shot you and that you have to take care to watch out for. So if you want to level up, I would say white maps are kind of fine. If you're near the level and you don't want to risk it. Also, the only reason I would see you would running white maps and seeds, of course, this time around. Okay, we have too many. I think these are all veiled items, so let's unveil them. We mostly have all of this stuff. It's still missing like a few of them, so still have to do this.
Let me tell you.
Cool
Missed
wins.
the amulet.
Hello.
funny what you learn to do.
Free for all.
Kill me once.
To kill.
Only fair, I suppose.
Need to team up with you. I just.
Death's the only option here, I'm afraid. Death's the only option here, I'm afraid.
Is vegan good in intervention? Vegan. Legion Scarab, he is good there. Whereas Gravicius is pretty trash, I think. Gravicius, Div Card Scarab, kinda okay. But we need to level him up a bit. Whereas these other guys are already max rank, so they won't do much.
I just can't bring myself to care.
Let's try to execute him again. Maybe that flight will do 14 intervention, 1000. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's just about to kind of go, so
Listen and do not
it's
blink.
not like the best outcome, but yeah, I should have ranked up the intervention guys a bit more. But that's for Scarabs, so it's not like the most amazing thing in the world.
Don't you know? You should never anger an assassin. Go on, do it.
Yeah,
You're
it
no
opened.
stranger to murder. Just make it quick.
If you think I'm good.
Good riddance. I can appreciate a killer when I see one. You're a killer. But I think you'll get more out of keeping me alive. If you think I'll talk, you're sorely mis-
Thanks to your hard.
Hello.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Sins are past. Dance with me, darling.
One thing I learned from the Templars, never trust a man in a mask.
And my faith was not never to trust a former Templar. I'll not become known as Riker.
Oh, nice salary on. A little prison. We can rank him up, but I would not like him to be a leader if it's possible. Let's see, Riker will become trusted.
I seek to circumvent us. Just a glimpse, exile.
And we can unveil stuff and then run the mission. Just quickly. Beep. Actually open it here, not from the hideout. Not enough space between. That is fine. Okay, I guess we're going from the hideout.
Salah.
Let me tell your future.
Okay, let's dump this in here. I'm actually gonna put the maps back in here. Have a good night, mate. You too. I'm also going off pretty soon. Just gonna run this safe house. Tomorrow we're gonna finish our experiment and do something else. We have to figure out what we are going to be doing, but it's gonna be something else. Some experiment maybe again, or maybe getting some gear for this character, or maybe starting a new character. We'll see. I'll think of something till tomorrow.
This sanctuary. To the death!
Has failure
I
taught
feel like
you
jumping
nothing
in your
new?
Inquisition, exile. I guarantee I personally run far worse than your darkest imagining. A true servant of God is no stranger to the...
You're done with this. I'm not gonna dump this in here because we got it from the Legion. I mean, you know what I mean. And the rest of the stuff with a whale. I think I'm still missing some ring entrance. And this we are gonna dump here. There we go. So our net worth is like 24C. Not a lot. We might wanna fetch. Not beach maps. We just dump. And let's see, seeds. So far we dropped 76. No, this I don't know, like 15 days, 11 days. We'll see. To rerun all the maps. But we didn't run that many. How many did we run? Like 3 maps. So we'll run all of these tomorrow. Probably gonna take maybe an hour. It's gonna be fast since it's just white maps. And then we're gonna do other comparison. I'm not sure if I'm gonna run 100 maps. I think the full stash tab is kind of okay, 24 per test. So like juice, maybe we'll try like some even more juice, but I think it's kind of wasted on tier 14 maps. You're gonna go full juice, then T16 is probably a better idea. But yeah, I think this was kind of fun experiment. Anyways, that's kind of all for tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow.
black gold, there's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my electric soul for the hidden man within. Slip through the new black gold, there's a heartbeat under my skin. Search my